Please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you everyone for being here and those watching on TV. I really don't have much for Mayor's report. I do want to let everybody know that the Hermann Farm this coming weekend, they're doing their festival, but they're having a Civil War reenactment. And there will be cannons going off, so people that live on that side of town, if you have pets, dogs, be aware. It's going to be, I think, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on both Saturday and Sunday. But there will be gunfire and cannons, so just want everybody to be aware of that in case you have pets. We got a lot on the agenda. That's all I have. We'll go to City Administrator.
Okay, I'm going to be brief as well because we have some other reports tonight. Just a reminder about the comprehensive plan review by the advisory committee is tomorrow here from 9 to noon in the community center. The public is welcome to come as well. We are having, after not having a Board of Adjustment meeting for 3 years, we're having another one right on the heels of our last one. So that is scheduled for October 2nd, and it's just over a lot setback requirement. Wanted to start announcing the special fall refuse collection. That is always the first Saturday in November, which just happens to be November 1st of this year. We've started doing that drop-off only at the Gutenberg parking lot. Last year we did it from 7 to 1. I will verify the hours and see if we need to tweak those at all, but I'll post a flyer on Facebook regarding that soon, and we'll have something in the paper as well. In addition to that, MRPC has their special recycling collection going right now. Every year they pick a city. It'll probably never be us because we're not centralized at all to the other 8 counties in the MRPC. But this is probably as close as it's going to get. It's in Owensville, October 18th, and it's specifically for electronics. They say anything with a cord or a battery. There are some small fees for TVs and refrigerators and tires, and then everything else is free. If you're interested in that, let me know. It's in the Industrial Park in Owensville, October 18th. A little progress on the grounds here. We do have porch lights installed, only to find out that when the roof repairs were being made, a cord apparently was cut. So they're installed, but they're not working. Our crews did clean up the yard a little bit, filled in the holes, even out the dirt where they had dug around the foundation for the survey. And at the request of the mayor about the awning for the front door, our engineer is looking into some detached options, detached from the building. Again, that kind of fake front they've put on there isn't super sturdy to really maybe bear the weight of an awning that would have snow or something on it. So he's looking into options. I will get back to you with that. Lastly, Lois Cruz, I don't know if we've made a really public announcement yet. Our city treasurer of 52 years is resigning as of September 30th. Tammy Ellis, our current finance clerk, will be assuming that position in addition to her current role. Lois didn't want a big public fanfare, so we're having a small party in her honor next week, and those are the invitations on your desk. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Public Works.
Streets Department has been trimming a lot of trees and clearing along roads with the new flailing mower. They're really happy with that piece of equipment. It's worked out very well. They patched a cutout on West 15th Street in Washington. They installed a couple risers. We found 2 stormwater manholes at the riverfront during inspection, trying to kind of figure out how to do the stormwater for street repairs on Wharf Street. They were buried, so we put some risers on those. They've been hauling a lot of glass to St. Louis lately, trying to get the bins empty for Oktoberfest coming up, because it gets filled pretty quick. They've also been making some repairs on the roller. Gas is running a new residential service on the east side of town. We ended up needing a bigger gas line than what we had thought. There was a pressure difference that we didn't know about. So they've replaced that 3/4 inch line, and the generator's ready to go now. Bernie's working on getting that lined out. Try to get somebody down here to fire it up with the manufacturer. They also had a trouble call at St. George for the new gas meter. Everything was correct on our new meters, so it was just some regulator issues in the building. Sewer pulled 3 aerators at the lagoon. There's some pretty serious electrical issues going on, it looks like. I went down there today, and Jason and Mike were kind of showing me where the problems were. And there's an SO cord that's like completely cracked apart, and it faulted out inside the cord. So I'm anticipating that we're gonna have to rewire probably all those aerators. So know that that's on the horizon. The water department, they've been working on other issues, but I did meet last week with several people from the MPUA, and I went over our plans for scheduled improvements over the next 5 years, areas of priority, assets, things like that. They're going to try to help develop a cost of service study. Parks has been working on the pool house, fixing things, getting ready for next year, and then obviously getting ready for the big camping month coming up, working on all the grounds for camping, keeping the baseball and soccer fields ready for all the games. Electric has set several new poles because we're rebuilding a portion of Jefferson Street, and we're currently working on installing primary to the new Dam Horse building, just to the property line. The new circuit tie coming out of the new sub at sub 3 is installed and ready. I'll be trying to schedule an outage for conversion with the affected customers later this fall.
Very good. Any questions?
Do you know when you're going to be working on the water leak that's on Schiller?
So the guys have been kind of putting that off, because as soon as we transfer the last couple taps off of that line, we're killing that line out. And they had some issues with that. So that same valve leaked. It's probably been 3 or 4 years ago, and they had some pretty big issues trying to get it sealed back up, and they're almost afraid if they tear into it, they're not going to get it, it's going to get worse instead of better. So right now their plan is to just kind of let it trickle until we get that other line switched over, and then it'll be...
So you're going to replace it then, or?
No, because it'll be dead. So that new line that we ran down Schiller is going to make that old line obsolete, so it'll be killed out. It's kind of a risk versus reward issue for the small amount of water loss we're getting out of it versus the possibility if we have to shut all that down, because it affects everything on 1st Street, I think 2nd Street, and even part of 3rd Street. And if they either can't get it back open or it breaks, we're in deep trouble for a whole lot of people for a whole lot of hours. So it's just kind of a risk versus reward thing at this moment.
So the new line you put in is taking care of 1st Street and everything?
Right, so it's all tied together, and basically that'll make that line that feeds that all obsolete. We'll shut those valves off and remove them when the time comes.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else? Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Thank you for what you do. Tourism Director.
Good evening, everyone. This is my quarterly report. At the Visitor Information Center at the Amtrak station, Anita Watson has been working with printing companies for better signage for the lockers and for safety. Lisa Kleinschmidt is in charge of inventory management of our rack cards, visitor guides, maps, all those handouts that we give. And she's been working really hard to get businesses to get their rack cards filled up for the upcoming tourism season, and coordinating with the Missouri Division of Tourism on some handouts as well, and Missouri River Runner. Sharon Meyer is the lead on getting events listed on visitmo.com and other free websites. We want to encourage all tourism businesses and attractions to get listed on visitmo.com. It is a free service and you should be on there. Here at the office, we have 8 bus tour groups coming in October and 1 in December, and we're working with several bus tour group operators who are planning tours in 2026. Rob and I sent out our quarterly newsletter to our Visit Hermann partners in August and showed them quarterly statistics and our marketing projects that we've been working on. We continue to work with our writer to produce a vlog and also send it out as our monthly newsletter to visitors. We have about 15,000 people on our e-newsletter list. And our open rate has been around 47%, which is higher than the industry average. Every month, Rob and I produce the social media calendar for Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. We've been working with Madden Media on our print and digital ads for the marketing matching grant. Rob has put a lot of time into an Oktoberfest landing page on visithermann.com. This is the first time we've ever done a page specifically for Oktoberfest. So everybody in the world can find out what is going on in October in Hermann. So great resource, great tool for our public safety and everyone involved so that they know exactly what all is going on in Hermann. Rob and I also launched the Hermann Municipal Airport Facebook page and are taking our 3rd stab at the Google listing to increase the marketing of our airport. There are numerous commercial properties for sale in Hermann, and I've been sharing those on the HRED Facebook page. We're working with MRPC to get them listed on the Missouri Partnership website. I'm working with the Chamber on Freedom Fest 2026. Next year is the 200th birthday of America, and we want to elevate our annual celebration. I attended the State Fair for Leisure Travel Day and had a booth there. We also had a Bike Katie Ride Amtrak booth with our partners along the Missouri River Runner. Terry and Marilyn Leinig went with me, and their dancing friends Pat and Mel joined us. They put on 2 30-minute performances, and they were the superstars all over the fairgrounds and served as great ambassadors for the city of Hermann. I'm on the Missouri Travel Alliance board, and I have regular meetings for that, but coming up in 2026, I am treasurer-elect of that organization. Jennifer Davis, Rob, and I are working on the 2026 visitor guide. We've already been doing stuff for the last 2 months on that. We did a photo shoot 2 weeks ago, and we'll have smaller photo shoots yet this year. And our goal always for that publication is the delivery before Valentine's Day. I attended the quarterly Missouri Rail Passengers Advisory Committee meeting, which is MORPAC. You may hear me talk about that, in Jefferson City back in August. In FY25, ridership on the Missouri River Runner was up to 197,434 passengers, which is the highest it has been since 2001. So we're really proud of that, and our goal for next year is fiscal year is 210,000. So we're going for it. Under MORPAC, we have a legislative subcommittee and a marketing subcommittee. I'm on the legislative subcommittee, and I'm the chairperson of the marketing subcommittee. A couple of weeks ago, I attended the Midwest Interstate Passenger Rail Commission's annual meeting in Kansas City, representing both of those subcommittees. This meeting was a rare opportunity to show the Midwest partners how Missouri is marketing the Amtrak Missouri River Runner, and for us to learn from Midwest partners what we can do to make the Missouri River Runner even better. The legislative subcommittee is made up of Senator David Pierce from Warrensburg, Mayor Liz Gibbons of Kirkwood, and myself. We will be presenting an Amtrak Missouri River Runner update to the Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission at their meeting in Kirkwood next week. We are working on a speaker event that will be held in mid to late October. The speaker is from Germany, and she will be speaking about her father's role in the 1958 World Cup and also showing a movie. We will announce more about this in the very near future. Lastly, I want to thank all the businesses and not-for-profits who have been working so hard to host events and keep Hermann front of mind for visitors and a great place for Hermann people to live. There's no better time to get involved to make our town and our surrounding area better. Organizations need help. If you can volunteer to serve beer at the beer garden, bake cookies for the Historic Hermann Museum, or donate to the Showboat Community Theater, now is a great time to get involved. And we are deeply grateful for your partnership and your commitment to making our town a place that people want to visit, return to, and call home. That's my quarterly report. Any questions?
That's
Thank
very
you so
thorough,
much.
thank you.
Sorry, it's 2 pages.
That's very good, thank you.
Thank you. We have no public comments, no older new business. We will move on to ordinances, but before we read the ordinances, Mr. Grimm's here. We're gonna let him kind of explain all this stuff here, so we all understand it a little better. Sir?
Good evening. So again, my name is Mark Grimm with Gilmore and Bell. I'm acting as special counsel to the city. You know, Ed Schmelz is represented by Billy Eckelkamp. So the basic structure of this deal is the city will take title to the property during the tax abatement period, during the partial tax abatement period, and during that 10-year period, the city leases the property back to Ed's company. And Ed will make payments in lieu of taxes equal to 50% of the taxes that would otherwise be paid. To all of the taxing districts other than the ambulance district, the statute provides an opt-out for emergency service districts. So 911, fire districts, and ambulance districts have the ability to opt out of any tax abatement under Chapter 100, Chapter 353, and tax increment financing. So at the end of the 10-year partial tax abatement period, then title will revert to Ed. The city has no liability on the transaction, although this involves the issuance of called industrial revenue bonds. This is not a bond issue like folks think about it. The school district issues bonds to finance a school building, or you all do a bond issue to finance city street improvements or water improvements or whatever. The bond issue is solely to, it's the structure used to facilitate this partial real property tax abatement. Okay? So the city has no liability no matter if he were to go bankrupt or whatever. This structure, this structure has been used hundreds of times across Missouri the last 25 years for every large-scale capital investment. Big Boeing project, the $1.8 billion Boeing project that's going on right now, uses the same structure. And so many times across communities, both large and small. So I'd be happy to answer any, that's a very high level, I'd be happy to answer any questions that y'all might have.
Floor is open, anybody? Everybody understand what's going on?
Did you, Mark, I've got it here too if you want to look at it. Did you want to just briefly explain what each of those exhibits
Okay, sure.
are plan?
Sure, I appreciate it. So, we, all the taxing districts, we prepared this plan and cost benefit analysis that shows an estimate of the taxes that each taxing district would have received but for this partial abatement. Then it shows here's what the estimated payments in lieu of taxes are during the 10-year period. So that's in the plan. And the plan and cost benefit analysis went out to all the taxing districts 3 weeks ago. And so, you know, Exhibit 1 has a summary. That's probably the most relevant one. It shows that roughly a total of $400,000 would have been the taxes if there had been no tax abatement, and as a result of 50% abatement, roughly $200,000 is the value of the real property abatement. So the other schedules, the other exhibits to that go through it on a year-by-year basis, but for each taxing district. And obviously, the school district is the largest property tax jurisdictions. The greatest impact is on the school district, both from a standpoint of potential. All right, it depends on are you a cup half full person or a cup half empty type person. So one might say, well, they're losing X dollars during the next 10 years, and the other person might say, well, but for this project, they'd continue to get, you know, $400 a year that they're getting now or whatever. So it depends on the eye of the beholder, I guess.
And thank you for pointing that out.
Well, Yeah, I guess the current assessed valuation of the entire project site right now is $16,000. So when the project is done, the assessed valuation is projected to be $582,000. So was that a 30-fold roughly increase, 35-fold increase in the assessed valuation just by virtue of undertaking the project.
So can you explain the pilot payments? Is that going to affect any of the taxing jurisdictions?
Well, the pilots, the payments in lieu of taxes are what they will receive. And instead of quote taxes, they receive payments in lieu of taxes equal to 50% of what the taxes would otherwise be. And so the assessor will assess the real property. We're only talking real property here, not personal property. But the assessor will assess the real property just in the manner that the assessor assesses all real property throughout the county. And then, but the collector will collect 50% of the taxes that would otherwise be due.
And then the ambulance was going to be,
The ambulance district is held harmless. So the ambulance district receives 100%, not 50%.
Anybody else have any questions? I think we're good. I want to thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
We'll go ahead and do the ordinance.
Okay, the reading of bill number 2025-39 on for first reading would be an ordinance authorizing the city of Hermann, Missouri to issue its taxable industrial revenue bonds of ELS Hermann LLC project, Series 2025, in a principal amount not to exceed $4 million for the purpose of providing funds to pay the costs of acquiring, constructing, and improving a facility for an industrial development project in the city, approving a plan for the project, and authorizing the city to enter into certain agreements and to take certain other actions in connection with the issuance of the bonds.
Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll move to approve bill number 2025-39.
Motion's made. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
Okay, thanks. I'll see you in 3 weeks.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good night. See you, Dave.
We'll move on to resolutions.
All right, the resolution on for this evening is number 1355, which would be a resolution to authorize the execution of a business lease agreement between the city of Hermann, Missouri and the Hermann Community Food Pantry.
This is just expired, so we're just renewing it every
Right.
5 years.
Do I have a motion to approve the agreement?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion's made. Do I have a second?
second?
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. We'll move on to motions. We'll have a motion to approve our minutes from our last meeting.
I make a motion to approve.
Motion's made. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Invoices for payment. Do I have a motion to pay our bills?
I move we pay the bills.
Motion has been made to pay bills. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Appoint Drew Strutman to the Landmarks Commission. Do I have a motion to approve Drew?
I emphatically approve this motion.
Motion's made. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
Mr. Mayor, if I could also say too that the Landmarks Commission is in desperate need for members, that we still are, I believe, looking for at least 2 more.
2 more. If anybody out there that would be interested in becoming a member of the Landmarks Commission, please come to the city office, call the city office. We need 2 more people if at all possible. Okay, approved low bid from Napide of Jeff City for Western 10 Pro Plus HD snowplow for $10,782. We have a motion to approve that.
I make a motion to approve.
Motion's made, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Declare property as surplus for the auction. Everybody okay? Motion to approve that?
Motion to approve.
Motion's made, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
Can I ask that we put in the minutes that it's going to be advertised and we're going to advertise it as the Purple Wave auction?
Put it in the minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be the motion, but
Got that, Kelsey?
I would
Thank you.
appreciate if you added to it, please.
Taken care of. Caterers permit, Stonehill Winery, Witches and Wine, 4th and Schiller Streets, October 16th, 2025.
I make a motion to approve.
Motion's made, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Festival event application for the Herman's Lion Club kettle corn sales at the rear lot of Worst House, October 4, 5, 11, 12, 18, 19, 25, and 26 of 2025. Do I have a motion to approve that?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Made and seconded, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Festival event application for the Hermann High School Student Council Pickleball Tournament at the Pickleball and Tennis Courts, October 25th. Have a motion to approve that.
I'll
So-
move to approve the
Motion.
high school pickleball tournament.
Motion's made, do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Festival event application for the White House Hotel, Public House Brewing Company and vendors, 232 Wharf Street, October 3, 4, 10, 11, 17, 18, 24, and 25th, 2025. Vendors, October 18th only. Have a motion to approve that.
I make a motion to approve.
Motion's made, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Festival event application, Homestyle Eats Food Truck, 108 Highway 100 West by the VFW, October 11, 12, 18, 19, and 25th, 2025.
Motion to approve.
Motion's made, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Festival event, Etsy's 1912 and Company Permanent Jewelry Sales, 234 East 2nd Street, October 4, 5, 11, 12, 17, 18, 25, and 26, 2025. A motion to approve that.
I will, I will move to approve, however, I will make the notice that we were discussing, Jim and I were, that we do not allow yard sales during Oktoberfest. The current, and this isn't a yard sale, but it's the private residents in their yard. Not quite sure what permanent jewelry is.
So, if I could just make a clarification, it's not that yard sales aren't allowed, it's that they have to get a permit and get approved by you all.
Okay,
Yeah,
It's a
that's,
distinction, yeah.
okay, thank you.
so basically she's doing the proper
The
procedure.
proper procedure, then I will move to approve.
Motion has been made, do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Special event application for a Touch of Hope vendors, music, and food at the amphitheater, June 6, 2026. Motion to approve that.
I move to approve the Touch of Hope application.
Motion has been made. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Hire special Oktoberfest officers. Motion to approve that.
Motion to approve.
Motion's made. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Vehicle for hire license renewal for Brenda Bushman. Motion to approve.
I'll move to approve.
Motion's made. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Ratify caterer's permit application for Red Ox Distillery Smoke Fest Amphitheater. That's already over. Ratified, okay, September 20th.
Approved by an email vote from by
Yeah,
folks on
ratified,
Wednesday.
right, okay. Have a motion to approve that?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second?
Second?
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? We ratified that. We have no reports. We have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion's been made, do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried, we are adjourned. Thank you everyone for being here, those watching. Be safe out there.